Welcome, friend. Welcome to Morrowind.
Welcome, friend. Welcome back to Morrowind. I'm sorry it's been 2.5 months. I'm not going to trauma dump on you, but let's just say that I had an arthritic flare-up and my hands were a bit more rubbish than usual, and what with everything else, just wasn't really up to recording anything. At least not without probably just collapsing in a little heap and whining at you for an hour. And that doesn't seem like much fun, so it hasn't happened. But I seem to be vaguely functional again, and here we are. So where we left off, we're inside the main gate to Arkenthang, and we're about to go in and start looking for guild whose name I forget. Navigators, Astrogators, Firmamenters, something. They're up at the top. That might mean we're supposed to use levitation potions to get up there, but we'll see if I can womble around and find my way to get there. During the last couple of months, I hope, removed the thing that makes AI voices want to read books out to me. And the Bards of Bardenfell mod-in plugin, which adds singing bards, has had a new version released with significantly quieter bards. So I've re-enabled that, and it seems to be working pretty well. And maybe the broken bards we've encountered will no longer be broken, and anything they were blocking can be gotten on with. So yeah, let's go in and see what we can find. Woo! Acrobatics and a half, that is. Let's take a healing potion, shall we? Fire shield, lightning shield. If that does the job enough. No. It's almost. There is one shortcoming with the potion system. That is, having the names of the various potions that's the door. That's not really up, is it? Well, let's see if we can find a way. Having the names of the various potions start with their effect levels means that it's not necessarily... Am I just going mad? Alright, that's straight down. We're partially mad. But, we pretend that's not happening in polite company. Yeah, it makes it difficult to find what you're looking for in terms of effect, because the effect often doesn't come first. I remember the map of Arkenthang being fairly unhelpful. I guess... Trap there probably shouldn't have just fallen off the thing, really. It wasn't entirely my intention. So, I at least prepared to cut myself some slack. Yeah, this is all down so far. Isn't entirely ideal. It's an upper level, but... Let's see if I can find anything poking around outside with either climbing or levitation. See if that helps at all. So there was some sort of door thing back down there where I was a moment ago. But let's just have a quick glance around. Yes, I see you, Cliff Racer. I actually want some trauma root. Trauma root and Cliff Racer feathers plumes are the ingredients for Rising Force potions. So it's a good combo to have around if you might need to be levitating. Surely this chump will come down and indulge me. You're diseased. Diseased cliff racers, in my experience, are less likely to drop stuff. So maybe that's a false perception on my part. Oh. The rats of Vardenfell are really quite irritated, aren't they?
Speak, traveler.
Girl Nadralor. Yes. Hey, wait, we aren't part of the bandits, we're the Astrologians Guild. If you want to join, go talk to Nellengoth, but remember we were here first, so no messing with anything. Tell me about the Astrologians Guild. The Astrologians Guild is dedicated to discovering lost Dwemer knowledge of the stars. That's awesome. I can't sign you up, you have to talk to Nellengoth, he's just down the hall from here. Okay, great. Okay. So yes, that was certainly a better call than just... Ooh, wizardly. Than just mimbling around. Would you be Nellengoth? No, you're Bastir.
This better be important.
Cluggen
Yes.
Ulimus.
Fresh game.
That's probably the one with the wizard's hat.
Sorry, stranger.
Nova.
My
patience is limited.
Nellengoth. Nice glasses. Greetings, traveller. This small part of Arkenthangd belongs to the Astrologians Guild. Were you wanting to join the Astrologians Guild, or was there something else you wanted? No, I want to join up, thank you very much. Yes, you're someone we can use here in the Astrologians Guild. Do you want to know more, or are you ready to sign up? You don't appear to have any different information than what I've already been told, so sign me up. You're now a member of the Astrologians Guild. Welcome, Initiate. We have plenty to do around here. If you want duty and need to talk about advancement in the guild, just ask. Okay. What advice do you have for me, Nellengoth? If you want to talk to an enchanter about enchanting, try Galar Rothan at the Telvanni Council House. He's not a stiff shirt like a lot of the Telvanni wizards, and he knows his stuff. I wouldn't describe the Telvanni as stiff shirts as such. More like, Patrick Bateman's... Oh dear, what's it called? That thing where he plays a psychopath anyway. Yes, American Psycho. Thank you very much. A little secret. It's not just the blight storms that are bad this year. They've got all sorts of blighted beasts coming down from the mountain. It's pretty dangerous on the trails and in the outback villages. Good to know. You're just going to point me to the Telvanni again, are you? Yeah. No, not really. It's a general thing. Yes, that's true. So, duties. What can I do for you, Nelingoth? I have some business in Balmor I'd like you to take care of. First, I need a package from Hasfat Antabalus and the Fighters Guild. He's already been paid, so just pick it up. And while you're there, head across to Darissa Darville's bookstore and ask for any old Dwemer books. I don't care about the condition. Do this and return them to me. Okay, I will. Thank you. Okay, that's new. The Astrologians Guild is dedicated to discovering lost Dwemer knowledge of the stars. We all have our parts to play, Syrah. Keep at your duties and study hard, and we'll make discoveries lost to the ages. We certainly will. Because, we have protagonitis. Okay, Nova, tell me about yourself. It's nice to meet you. I'm Nova, Astromancer of the Astrologians Guild. Syrah, was it? I'll be happy to answer your questions if you have any. Sure, tell me about yourself. Later. Okay. Trade? I'm a healer. I have sworn solemn oaths in the College of Restoration to heal the afflicted and cure the diseased. But I've also learned that preventing harm to others often requires a more active opposition to monsters and malefactors, so I've studied both the unarmored martial arts of the Khajiit and the light-armored and blunt weapon styles of the Imperial West, both for self-defense and for disabling or killing dangerous opponents. Okay. That's handy to know. Are you actually any good in a fight? That's just a wooden stick. It's bad form to go around stealing from people you just met anyway. Yes. Hi, Bastia. Now that you're one of us, you should get training. You're leagues behind me when it comes to the study of magicka. What spells do you have? No, I'm not a high enough level yet. Okay, fair enough.
You want something?
Yes, Cluggan? How did you get Ulimus as a surname? We've been trading with the smugglers down below, but they don't want us in their territory. Be careful out there. No, Cluggan. Your smugglers are already dead. Yeah, marksman, eh? That's unusual. Good to know. Good to know. And what about you? We will go dig soon, yes, but we must get these doors open. I see. Are they locked? No. I'm sorry about that, Bingly Bongly. These things happen. So, go talk to Hasbat and pick up some books.
What is this regarding, Redguard?
What are you talking about yourself? I am Giril Nathralor, Scout and Miner of the Astrologians Guild. Okay. Let us wander back into town then. I assume there's a route up this hillside that doesn't require too much leaping around. Hopefully, if I go down, I will be able to find the way back up. Naughty, naughty, very naughty. Yes, okay, that's fine. Nice and straightforward. Lightly overcast today in Morrowind. I think it's probably lingering haze given the smokiness. Probably warm. Probably some of that will burn off as the day wears on. It'll get brighter. You know, maybe. All I really remember about the Astrologians Guild, and it isn't very much, is that one of the promo images has some kind of huge magicka gleaming blimp flying ship affair. So that's quite interesting. I don't know if it's going to be something you get to actually steer around or another odd fast travel thing, or maybe just a feature that you can get in and, you know, warp to the stars or to not to the stars or something. Who knows? Be interesting to find out.
I could take any Telvanni mage in a fair fight.
That line of dialogue about taking a Telvanni mage in a fair fight always seemed a bit strange to me. I mean, they're a mage. Why on earth would you expect them to just let you stab them with a sword?
You may speak.
I think they'd probably toast you, friend.
You want
No.
something?
Ah, welcome. What
That's
may I
fact.
do for you?
I do remember. Hello again, Sarah. What do you want? You already gave me the Dwemer puzzle box, don't you remember? Yes, I'm here for the Astrologians this time. How goes the excavations? Good. Favor? Box is what you were looking for. Dwemer sites. There are many Dwemer sites on Vardenfell, but the two largest are Mzuleft and Mchuleftinth. Mzuleft in the Shergorad region is cursed and dangerous, and access is forbidden. We'll see about that. And Mchuleftinth is occupied by an expedition of the Imperial Archaeological Commission and is not open to visitors. We'll see about that, too. Dwemer puzzle box I gave to you. What? Oh yes, I'd forgotten. Here's a Dwemer key, made according to the instructions I found on the puzzle box you bought me. I have no idea what it's good for, but if you take it back to Arkenfang, maybe you'll find the lock it opens. Is that what the Astrologians wanted? Maybe? Thank you. Dwemer artifacts. Weapons, armor, housewares, coins, and other items of Dwemer design are often found in Dwemer ruins. They are prized by historians and antiquarians and are very valuable. The Emperor, however, has declared all newly discovered Dwemer artifacts to be possessions of the Crown and forbids their trade or sale. Now, smuggling Dwemer artifacts is treason, but smugglers will still risk execution for such a profitable crime. Dwemer in general. The Dwemer are the fabled lost dwarven race, whose ruins and splendid artifacts are scattered across Tamriel. They call them dwarves, but they're another type of elf. Elves use the term Dwemer, connoting variously deep-delving, profound, and close-cancelled. Imperial usage is dwarven, derived in fable from the affectionate regard of the giant races for their little Dwemer friends. There are several Dwemer sites on Vardenfell, and many have found Dwemer artifacts. Still, what's about the puzzle box? I gave you the Dwemer key, didn't I? The one I made from the instructions I found on the puzzle box you brought me? Yes, you did. I'm a little worried about your memory, Hasfat. Package. Oh, you're here for the package on behalf of the Astrologians Guild. So I am. Here you are. Happy to do business with you. I received new finds here and there if you want to check back. You know anything about them? No, you haven't challenged anything, just how goes the excavation? Well, while you're here, You have things to say about the Foyada. Foyada means fire river in the native Ashlander language. Deep ash-dark ravines which run down from Red Mountain volcano are called Foyada. The lava from Red Mountain is very fluid and it runs almost like water, and during an eruption, fire rivers run down the mountain, clearing the ravines of vegetation. Because they have good footing, are clear of brush and run long distances, the natives use them like roads. Dangerous roads that have the possibility of burning you to cinders in a flash, because being fluid, the lava moves very quickly. Exciting, best kind of roads. Tell me about the Fighters Guild, Hasfat. Serves as a cheap and get cheaper as you advance in rank, but since Shoring Hardheart, the new guildmaster, deposed my old friend Perseus Mercius, things have gone a bit sour. My advice is to watch yourself with Hardheart and his cronies. They've got more ambition than sense. Go see Perseus Mercius and Aldrune. Listen to what he tells you. Fine advice. Shoring is a bit of a dick. And Morrowind history. When we understand the events that occur to us, the events become history. History is understanding. Otherwise, we're all just dumb animals trying to get in out of the cold. I quite like the cold, actually. It's pretty hot around here a lot of the time. Faction rank. As an associate of the Fighters Guild, you have access to the most beds as well as the supply chest. As you progress through the guild's ranks, more items will be made available to you. For now, you should see Adis Fire in Balmora, or Lorbomolgro Agrak in Vivek for duties. I will do. I just don't want to do that just yet. Because clashes with the Thieves Guild and stuff. Which reminds me, I still have to go to Chla Ode and loot some Dwemer bits and pieces from some smuggler for the Thieves Guild. Bookshop. Armourer. Bokura.
Stay out of trouble, Outlander.
Make it quick, Outlander.
That's not a great attitude for someone whose job is to sell books to customers who come in through the door, but fair enough. Hello, Syra. I'm Darissa Darvel, and this is Balmora. I don't believe we've met. Is there something I can do for you? Old Dwemer books. Do you have any old Dwemer books? Yes, we do have one that is badly damaged. It's not Dwemer exactly, but some kind of journal on Dwemer studies, so it's perfectly legal. I can give it to you for 20 gold. No problem. Here you are. Thank you for your business. Ruined Dwemer book has been added to your inventory. What about the old Dwemer book? The book is for the Astrologians Guild, correct? I'll send word if I find anything else. Okay, that's very good of you. And what rumours have you heard? Baladas Demnevani has studied Dwemer ruins all over Vardenfell. I hear he's always looking for books on the Dwemer. If I come across Baladas Demnevani, I will ask him about it. For sure. Yeah, quite a few books. I don't really need books at the moment. Morrowind's books are an amazing feat, really, given everything. And a lot of them are quite good reads in their own right.
Welcome to Balmora. We're a House Lalu town and loyal citizens of the Empire.
You can be
What can I
quiet.
do for you?
I'm in bookstore, browsing books. Apart from a few that you need for various quest bits, though, and for the ones that bump up a stat, you don't really need them for anything. Which makes it doubly excellent that they went to the effort of not just putting all the books in, but also putting in bookstops and stuff. It really helps round the feel of the place out. Oh yeah. While I'm here, There was something else that I meant to have a quick look at as part of the Balmora ramblings. I forget. Is it the other side? I think it's the other side. There's a sort of underground shopping district thing called Thousand Lantern Way. That's another mod thing. And yeah, there we are. There's the entrance. We didn't look into it when I looked into the sewers. Right. Guards. Guards. Apparently on the back edge. Well, can I cross over the sewer? No, but there's this person.
Go ahead.
Rada Salvani. An adventurer. Why am I not surprised? Well, you are in the sewers. Why would you be surprised? Do I have anything to repair? Yes. Just repair all of it. Thank you. I was born and raised in the city of Blacklight. Nice city, but it's too cold. I'm glad to be here in Balmora, you know. Not too hot or cold. It's just right. This is the Goldilocks zone, is it? Good to know. Whole bunch of general Balmora topics. What do you sell? Bits and pieces. Scrolls of unhinging. Nice, but not that useful because I can do that most of the time and I have some stuff. Life ring. Restore health 10 points for 1 second on self. I mean, that's actually not a bad thing to pick up, probably. Just if I'm desperate for some petty healing. Just whack it on and give it a quick sparge. Iron shard axe. Okay. Fine. I did repair stuff, right? No, I have to do it manually. Okay, there we go.
Quick, Outlander.
Dala. Syra, feel free to peruse my wares. I'm sure there's something which will catch your eye. I lived in Port Tilvanis all my life. Unfortunately, I freed some slaves and the Parliament of Bugs forced me out of the city. I've been here since then. Well, good on you, Volenu. I approve of the cut of your jib. We have ingredients, huh? Parastylus meat. I'll buy a jug of Flynn for you to say thank you. There wasn't some other thing there that got vaguely curious. Ah, a candle. To say thank you for freeing slaves. Jocelyn. Welcome, pleased to meet you. The name's Jocelyn. Want to know about my background? It's all what I'm asked about these days, to be honest. Okay, well, tell me. I come from Haven in Valenwood. I have to say that I believe from the bottom of my heart that me leaving that tree-laden place was the best thing I've ever done. I'm a Breton, and I can't climb any trees to save my life. Hee, aren't you glad to be in Morrowind? Yes. I suppose I am. It was eccentric meeting you. Takado Gabafus. You appear to be of something of a split mind there, Takado. That's quite disturbing. Congratulations. I'm surprised you managed to find this place. I haven't seen much visitors recently down here. Well, with that head, I'm not surprised. My name is Takado Gabafus. I guess you're wondering about my background, right? I guess so. I come from Riften in Skyrim. My old stepmother was the only person who was taking care of me. Nice woman, but she was a bit eccentric. It's a long story. She died before I could say goodbye, and I want to spread her ashes in a favourite coal cave. But I just have no time, what with my current job and all. Maybe you could go and help me. I'll reward you well. So, hey, random passing stranger who I've never seen before and who's never ventured down in this place where I live before. Would you take my beloved stepmother's ashes and go and spread them in the middle of nowhere in return for some money which I'll give you? Yes, I have a bridge to sell as well. I'll help you. Good, here's what you have to do. Just spread those ashes close to the coal cave door. I'll mark it on your map. Okay, I'll get right on that at some point. Everyone's doubled down here.
You want something?
Srezar sings. Srezar is drunk and he doesn't care. What can he do now? Don't touch my tail. Your background is you drink things? Yep, here's my back and there's the ground. Ha ha ha. Hilarious. Well, I guess everyone down here is kind of doubled, or at least quite a lot of them.
I really don't have time for this.
Khajiit has no
That's
words
true.
for you.
Dali hasn't seen you before. Dali would shake your hand, but she'd worried you may catch a yellow tick. At least she thinks it's yellow. Dali believed that Morrowind would give her a nicer life than the awful life she had in Senchal. She was wrong. That's how she ended here. Tragic. Singoth. Hi, I've never seen you around before. My name is Singoth. This is the shambles, which I like to call my life. We're all cheery down here, aren't we? I was born and raised in Such. I left home a few years ago in search of great treasures. That obviously didn't work out, and now I'm standing here, wasting away my days with a bottle of Master. Yes, you do appear to be. So I guess you guys are also a double. You've just got slightly different variety enough that you're not just overlapping horribly.
I will listen.
Relam
Make it
Marend.
quick.
Ooh, yes, that's very broken. Equalizer, are you here to make fun of what I am, like the rest of the scumbags out there? This scum of a woman, Vori, laughed at me when she was passing by on the streets of Balmora. I would like to plot my revenge, but I'm scared that I may get caught. Can you help me? Maybe? You will? Here's what you have to do. Go to Sadrith Moor and strike Vori with this Langawine blade. It will simulate her death, but not exactly kill her. When you've done it, come back to me and we'll talk about the next step. I don't think I'm actually going to be doing that. That seems like a really bad idea. You're just some colossal incel, aren't you? I grew up in Balmora, nice city, but you get tired of it soon enough. So, because you got tired of Balmora, you moved to Balmora. Genius. Sempronius Apelles. Welcome to the Balmora sewers. How may I help you? Tain is my home and still is. Never heard of it? It's like Seydanin, but on the mainland and without necromancers. Necromancers are the worst, especially with what they did in Seydanin. Can I offer you a drink? What did necromancers do in Seydanin? I haven't seen... Oh, I suppose I have. Egypt, I got the plague doctor mask off. Well, apparently you can offer me a drink, but all you have is plates and goblets. Goodbye. It's a bit weird down here, isn't it? You're all a bit weird. Still, weird is good.
My freshest
Do they
ingredients await
forond?
you.
Ah, an adventurer. Welcome to the Thousand Lanterns Way. Feel free to browse my stock, and while you're at it, you can ask me about my background, latest rumors, my trade, and all the other stuff which I can't be bothered to mention. Sure. My name is Forond. I'm a wood elf, but I never saw Valenwood. My friend and I decided to move to Balmora after our home in Argonia was destroyed by some ruthless house-dressed slave hunters. Quite recently, my friend Dangot went into the ruins of Bethuminal in these sewers, but never returned. If you have the time, could you go there and try to find him? Yes, I will try to find your friend. The fact there's a dwarven ruin in these sewers is encouraging. Thank you very much, Syra. I would appreciate if you can give this skull of gratitude to Dangot. If he's dead, just put it on his corpse. I know this may seem like a weird task, but please, just go along with it for the time being. The last time I saw him, he had a rather unique engraved bone mold cuirass on him, with the words, "House Dress Must Die" inside. If you find it, you will know that Dangot is close by, whatever happened to him. Well, that sounds like, he's doing well. Okay. Well, right, I'll ask. Rumours. There are necromancers popping up almost everywhere these days. Don't know if it's because of a cult uprising or just the latest fashion trend. Necromancy is the new black. We'll all be wearing it this summer. Sounds good. Never create potions unless you properly research the ingredients beforehand. Trust me, your stomach will thank you. I disagree. Little secret. Don't know of any secrets. I'm just an alchemist trying to get by. My trade? You're an alchemist. I use an alchemy set to make potions with ingredients which I find in the wild or borrow from other people. Hey, you're a thieving alchemist. Good man. I know the feeling. Yes, we did that. Barter. Do you have any interesting ingredients? That's kit. Vicious chanterelle. Haven't heard of that. Offhand. Timsacombi flowers. Scrib shell, scamp skin could be useful. Nurthfly stalks. Netch leather, that can be helpful. Good for fortifying stuff. Cresh fiber. Fascia is easy to find. Hackle low. Golden sedge. Fire petal, bloat. Bloat's on the list of things to grab occasionally. Bye. Thank you for your wares. I'm sure some of these crates have things in, like here. Actually, salt rice is useful. And it's not stealing, I'll take it. But opening every single container in this deeply container-laden area seems like a bad move. Or at least a tedious one. Ceradote Brownlee just for the taking, huh? Well, don't mind if I do. And of course it's doubled. Fortify attack. Sure. Thank you very much. It's pretty down here at least.
Please, have a look.
Thank you,
around.
Alamu. I'm surprised to see you down here, Sarah. You are? Why? May I offer you a drink? Want to know about my background? I'm quite enjoying this area, but whoever wrote this mod is a little eccentric. Born and bred here. Speaking of bread, would you like some? I don't know, would I? Suppose I might. Not really. Agouti hide, hound meat, guar hide, crab meat. Yeah, I mean, plenty of baseline decent stuff. Tujama, mastic, grief. Let's take the comberries. Don't weigh very much. Bye. Yeah, I'm not sure why.
Sorry, stranger. My time is short, so
I'm not
get
sure
on with
why
it.
you program everyone to say, why don't you ask about my background? That seems odd. Whatever your question is, the answer is no. Oh, really? Tell me about your background. Ha! The answer really is no. I'm impressed. I guess you're a thief. Or a kimono thug. Possibly a kimono thug, given how rude you are. Mashag. Annoying adventurers. Yes, we are. I'm not one to go on about his entire life story. Give an orc a break, will you? How about being an orc? They call us barbarians because we're brave in war and we laugh at hardship, but we've earned our citizenship by service in the legions. We're as civilized as any race. We make the finest weapons and armor in the world, and our warriors are the bravest and toughest in Tamriel. And your god got eaten up and pooped out. Isn't that embarrassing?
Now, where did I put that?
So let's go have a look round here. Okay, not round here. I don't know, maybe around here. Abandoned canal. Lots of rats. Absolutely lots of rats, but Jesus. That's the one that's hitting me. Maybe I killed it already. I'm sorry about this extermination, old things. You seem perfectly pleasant apart from the whole attacking people. I guess the rats are all doubled as well, which is part of it. Which would make this a bit eccentric if, in the actual ruins, the genuine threats are doubled. That could get a bit hairy. Is that salt rice? Yeah. Healing potions. Iron arrow. I wonder why all the NPCs are doubled. And mobs and stuff. Hello. Goodbye. I don't really want a stack of rat meat. Not even getting tired, how embarrassing. Just not much of a rat thwacker, I guess. I think I have some water breathing, but it's okay. Actually dead yet. Death awaits me? With sharp pointy teeth, I hope. Lords. More bleeping. Damn thing. Okay. Do we have any more Healy stuff? I have that ring I just picked up. Restore health or fatigue. Okay. Thank you. So fatigue. Magicka. Stand to restore health. Stand to restore magicka. Someone seems annoyed.
Our blood is made for fighting. Our blood is made for fighting.
Okay, yeah, that is going to be quite something when everyone's doubled. But on the other hand, ooh, glass. Very nice. I imagine that's quite a bit better than whatever I'm wearing. I'm wearing heavy pauldrons. I don't know, I like glass armor. Can I wait for a bit? No. What's that? Carrot. Cabbage. Space cabbage. Good stuff, space cabbage. Very useful in a pinch. Sturgeon roe. Okay. I am aware that my armor went down slightly when I put that light on. But, like I said, I do like glass. Are you going to throw me away? Yes, you are. Go around calling people Enwa, that's very rude. One of us will. And it's you. Dalavesalaram. More glass. Very interesting. I'm going to come out here like a glassworks, I am. Also, it does look pretty cool down here. This looks cooler than the other area did. It's cozy. Make a nice base. If I needed another base, and it wasn't kind of inconvenient to get to. Variety of stuff. Is that a racer blue? Is excellent. I have to make another run back down to my alchemy basket to dump things in, aren't I? That's always fun. Is that guar milk? That is excellent. I see. Well, it didn't look particularly interesting anyway. Dear Lord. I mean, okay, I'm impressed. Someone's gone to quite a lot of effort to stick all of this food down. Personally, I wouldn't serve rat meat on a piece of paper myself, but what do I know? Precious little, as I think we've established previously. I mean, okay, I can see why they don't want me here. I'm just stealing everything, but in my defense, they started it. There's a few of you, huh?
You won't escape me that easily.
I mean, standing at the gate is a bit cheesy, but on the other hand, there are twice as many of them as there should be. So I don't feel totally bad about it. Particularly not as some of them are healing pretty aggressively as well. And there's more. You're paralyzed, have I? That's bad news.
I've trifled with you long enough.
Okay, wow. CNL Laram. What's going on? I am CNL Laram, witch and blank of the sewer witches. I apologize if I just killed all of your friends. Goodbye. Sabrinda Relician. More glass, thank you very much. Goofy stuff. CNL Laram. CNL's amulet. Fortify ability, agility. Sanctuary, fortify attack. Wow, that's a really good amulet. What am I currently wearing? Restore Magicka. Yeah, no, that's much better. Shining ring, very nice indeed. Very enchantable. I might dispose of corpse and just accept that I'm taking these clothes too. Redaria Relician. Okay, you are actually someone different. Really? Redaria again? That's a lot of glass. You're someone different. Dispose of you too. Who are you? Dalvesa. Dispose of you. Let's get rid of you too. And now let's dump some stuff we don't want. Clothing, I would imagine. That'll be under apparel, won't it? Silly man. 9 sets of robes. 9 sets of shirts. 9 pairs of boots. I'm just going to litter. See, that's a big chunk of the weight problem gone right there. Okay. Yes, there's 2 of them, aren't there? Tell me about yourself. That's right, you're the witch and blank of the sewer witches. Trade as sewer witch? Yes. I'm a witch. I have bound myself by oath and deed to the services of a Daedra Lord. In return, have received gifts of knowledge and power. The temple calls my patrons the bad Daedra, and perhaps they aren't very nice, but I guess I am not very nice either. If you're curious and not afraid, I can tell you a little bit about the bad Daedra and Daedric summonings. Yes, I'm curious. I don't know if you actually can tell me about them, though. Doesn't appear to have much in the way of a dialogue option for it. Okay. Interesting. Not really sure what to do with you. You were probably supposed to go hostile, but you didn't. But that's fine. I've killed plenty of people. And, you know, it's not even as if I consider myself someone with massive bloodlust. I'm just a pleasant kleptomaniac trying to make my way in a strange and vicious world. Where does this lead then? Ah, that's the way into Bethumanal. I think that I've got too much stuff to go raiding a dwarven ruin at the moment. Particularly one that might be double tapped with everything. So I'm going to intervention, I guess. I could periite it. Nah, intervention makes more sense. Civvy will do very nicely. Oh, I don't do it from there at all anyway. Idiot. Scroll of Civvy. You would think that they'd have a healer in here somewhere. And probably somewhere near the door. You would think that. You might be wrong. Because apparently I am. I don't know, can you heal me? You can barter. Okay, interesting collection of shields. Oh yeah, lots of healing items. Unhinging. Do you have a scroll of a lock splitter? You don't. Celerity? Oh. Yeah, that's a decent range of scroll stuff. It's okay. That'll do the job.
Your wounds are minor compared to what you will receive if you continue to bother me.
How much anger in one so young. I really forgot what it was called. Restoration, I guess. Yeah. So I'm going to head back to Satanin and then along to the shack, and we'll probably end it there because that should be something like an hour, possibly slightly more by the time I've actually got there. And I will dump away my alchemy stuff off camera, because that's just not very interesting for anyone to have to watch. And I will bring back there next time, where hopefully I will remember what we were doing.
Same low price.
And what we were doing is going back to Thousand Lantern Way to explore that dwarven place, and then going back to Arkenthand to carry on with the whatever they're called. It's not Astrologians, but that's going to have to do because that's what my brain is giving me. Because woo, Swiss cheese, yay! And also, there's a couple of things I need to do in Claude now. Like I have to do something for the thieves, and I have to do something for someone else as well. So Claude's just up the coast from Seydonin. So I might pop in and do that as well. See, that's the thing with Morrowind once it really starts going. There's always lots of little things in every direction. So it's quite easy to get pulled off track. But for the moment, here we are back at the shack. I will head inside in a moment. This will be it for now. Again, I apologise for the extended break. I can't guarantee that my arthritis isn't going to flare up again at some random point and make my hands a lot less fun to use. But aside from that, I really should be back to weekly uploads. It's not usual to have significant flares in very quick succession. I mean, this is a capricious form of arthritis. You never know what's going to happen with psoriatic arthropathy. But it should be okay. I'm reasonably optimistic of being around for an extended period of time. So interesting the way the skybox looks when this starts rotating. Yeah, that's a curious effect. So, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being patient with me regarding lack of uploads. I hope the world is okay and things aren't too grim. And all I can really say, I guess, is good luck, and I will see you here next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.